After saying goodbye to Okinawa, we made our way to Kyoto for the final 4 nights of our Japan adventure. Over the next 5 days, we'll explore ancient temples, wander through the famous bamboo forest, train as ninjas, and experience the highs and the challenges of visiting Kyoto as a family. From getting caught in the rain and navigating overwhelming crowds to accidentally having a dinner that cost more than our weekly mortgage repayments. This part of our trip definitely had plenty of surprises. This is what visiting Kyoto with kids is actually like. Our first morning here in Kyoto didn't exactly go to plan. Instead of exploring temples, Kyoto welcomed us with rain. We spent the morning exploring Nishiki Market, which is a perfect rainy day option as it is undercover.
Torii, love some? A what?
Smile yours. Yeah, you got yours. Oh, yeah.
That's Mario. Wow.
Rather than dragging the kids around in the rain, we headed back to the hotel for a rest. One thing we've learnt from travelling as a family is that slowing down often means everyone enjoys the rest of the day more. We are staying at Hotel Minn Sanjo, which is just a short walk from Nishiki Market and not far from Gion, making it the perfect base to explore the city. The hotel was ideal for families with a separate bedroom, 2 large sofa beds, a washing machine and plenty of room to move around. It felt more like an apartment than a hotel room. I especially loved having access to a kitchen. If you have travelled with young kids before, you'll know that plans don't always go as expected when it comes to food, so having the option to cook was a huge bonus. Who's sleeping in here?
Me, Kinkaku.
Open the door. So these are obviously 2 beds out here. So we're in Kyoto and it's just stopped raining and now it's turned into a beautiful day. Has to be probably one of my favourite cities. What do you reckon?
I like hay for sure.
We're in the bamboo forest.
Mom, when did you say next?
So, long time ago, we have very unique system.
What
We
they meant
collect the system.
in
What
that?
is it? Shogun disappears.
Our afternoon was spent at the Samurai and Ninja Museum. After learning about the samurai and ninjas of the Edo period, we all got the chance to channel our inner ninja by learning how to throw a ninja star. It turned out to be a hit with both the kids and the adults. Say arigato. Thank you. You're gonna do some. You're gonna become a ninja? You're gonna throw colour?
Pressure.
You got it, Kalani! That evening, we made our way to a teppanyaki restaurant that we had pre-booked before arriving in Kyoto. After getting lost trying to find it down a tiny alleyway, we arrived flustered, out of breath, and already running really late.
Hi, welcome to
Teppanyaki. Things only got worse when we sat down and opened the menu. That's when we realised we had made a huge mistake. Our group had already been split into separate rooms, and because we had secured the booking with a credit card, walking out didn't really feel like an option. So we took a deep breath and hoped for the best. By the end of the night, our dinner came to 760 Aussie dollars. That is more than our weekly mortgage repayments. So it's safe to say that this is one travel mistake that we will never forget. And I will add that it is probably the best beef I've ever had and ever will have in my life.
Is this the Kobe or the Wagyu?
Wagyu.
Wagyu.
Yes. Today the Wagyu and from Nagano.
Nagano.
Ice cream. Oh, use a spoon.
What is it?
Good ice cream?
I have coffee. The next morning, we decided to let the kids sleep in before heading to Arashiyama. One thing we have learnt while travelling as a family is that a slower start often means a much happier day for everyone. Our first stop was the famous bamboo forest. Although it was really beautiful, arriving a little later in the morning meant it was already quite busy. So after taking in the scenery, we didn't stay long before continuing on to our next adventure. From there, we made the hike up the mountain to visit the monkey park, where we were rewarded with incredible views over Kyoto and plenty of curious monkeys waiting to greet us. And at the very top of the mountain, there was a kids' playground that the kids got a lot of enjoyment out of.
Go, Ty. She got sprayed there, didn't she? You shouldn't have had those dumplings.
Oh, I'm stuck!
Woohoo! Going! Hold on. Good boy. It burns your bum. Oh, it burns your bum. Noah, do you remember when the monkey stole your toy in Thailand?
We're at the spot.
He lost it.
And we went really slow.
See the monkeys?
Yeah.
Did you like them?
Yeah.
What can't you do?
Yeah. Can't like cut the monkey in the eyes, can't show our teeth, so that's a little bit hard.
Match.
Matcha.
It's not the what's that?
No, it isn't.
It's not too bad.
What's
Too
hard?
bad.
Not wasabi, is it?
No.
Oh no.
It's not wasabi.
Right, everyone sings.
After visiting Arashiyama, we headed over to Maruyama Park in the hope of catching the cherry blossoms. Unfortunately, we were a few weeks too late and the famous pink blooms had already disappeared. But instead of rushing off to the next attraction, we slowed down, wandered through the park and enjoyed one of the quietest moments we'd had in Kyoto. Sometimes those unexpected moments end up being the ones that you remember the most.
Are we ready?
Good job.
Do the model walk. Just swing your hips.
Oh yeah, he's up.
Drop dance, everyone.
When he falls asleep, you just got to put him wherever he goes. So the first night that we arrived in Kyoto, Tara and I left the kids with the dads and went in search of my favourite Japanese food, Okonomiyaki. We found a tiny local restaurant where Harumi welcomed us as if we were guests in her own home. Sitting on tatami mats, sharing homemade Okonomiyaki and chatting with her became one of my favourite memories from Kyoto.
Oh, it's crunchy. How was that experience, Tara?
So tonight we wanted to share that experience with everyone else. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. She was full, but she showered us with treats to take home.
We need immediately flip through it.
Yeah.
Instead, we found another restaurant where the boys ordered Long Island iced teas to help ease the pain of the eye-watering teppanyaki bill from the night before.
Do you two like each other?
Is Billy your girlfriend?
No. Is it Tara? Is it Mommy?
Right answer.
Come on, Tara. Swing those hips.
This morning we visited Kyoto's famous Kinkaku-ji temple, better known as the Golden Temple. Covered in gold leaf, this stunning Zen Buddhist temple was originally built as a holiday villa for the shogun Ishikaga Yoshimitsu in 1397, before later becoming a Buddhist temple. The beautifully landscaped gardens surrounding the temple are just as impressive, and I can only imagine how peaceful this place would be before the crowds arrive. If you are visiting Kyoto, I would definitely recommend getting here as early as you can. We chose to let the kids sleep in, knowing that it would be very busy later on. If your kids can manage an earlier start, I would absolutely recommend it. By the time we arrived, the crowds were so overwhelming, and with large tour groups, it was quite hectic.
So this used to be an old tea house.
Later that afternoon, we wandered through Kyoto's historic streets, hoping to catch a glimpse of a geisha. It wasn't our lucky day, but simply exploring these beautiful laneways was an experience in itself. We also strolled along the ancient cobblestone street of Ninenzaka, one of Kyoto's oldest and most picturesque streets. While it was absolutely beautiful, it was also incredibly crowded, so if this is on your Kyoto itinerary, I definitely recommend visiting early in the morning before the tour groups arrive. Before saying goodbye to Kyoto, we shared one last dinner together, reflecting on everything that we had experienced over the last 2 weeks here in Japan.
Are you ready to go home? Yeah, have you had fun though? Yeah, what's been your favourite part? All of it.
Sort of.
Hey, Koa, have you had a good...
This is Bruce 18.
On our final morning in Kyoto, we decided an early start was needed to enjoy Fushimi Inari Shrine. We'd spent most of the trip choosing slower mornings with the kids, but this is one place we really wanted to enjoy.
I think we had to be here by 7:30.
Even though we arrived early, we definitely weren't the first ones there. There was already a bit of a crowd, but it was nothing compared to what we'd see later in the morning. As we made our way through the iconic Torii gates, it was still peaceful enough to soak it all in.
So many people.
Yeah.
I know how long it
I got that on camera too. You might be right, Brett.
the time we finished the hike and made our way back down, Kyoto was well and truly awake, and the crowds were pouring in, reminding us just how popular this incredible place has become. Kyoto wasn't quite what we'd imagined. We had battled rain, navigated overwhelming crowds, and even made one very expensive dinner mistake. But it also gave us some of our favourite memories from Japan. Travelling with kids meant slowing down, changing plans, and letting go of the perfect itinerary. Looking back, we wouldn't have done it any other way. As we boarded the train and said goodbye to Kyoto, we weren't just leaving another city, we were saying goodbye to an unforgettable 2 weeks exploring Japan.
Arigato. Say bye.
Bye.